You woke up this morning. You checked your phone, drank a coffee, took your medication, and headed to work. The phone you use might be an iPhone or a Samsung. The coffee you drank was likely Starbucks or Nestle. The car you drive, a Tesla or a Ford. They all seem like different brands with different logos and different advertisements, right? You are wrong. When you pull back the curtain on these massive corporations and look at the top of the ownership structure, the same two names appear over and over again: BlackRock and Vanguard. These two companies manage over $20 trillion in assets. To help you understand how terrifying that number is, this amount is more than the annual economic output, GDP, of every country in the world except the US and China. They don't just invest, they decide what you eat, which news you believe, and what kind of world your children will grow up in. Today on Money Secrets, we are demasking the true owners of the modern world, the shadow government. Take a deep breath, because after this journey, the world will never look the same again. Every empire has a founder. At the head of BlackRock is Larry Fink. Founded in a small office in 1988, this company has become the center of the world's financial system. So, how did they reach such a massive level of power? The truth is, this isn't their own money. It's your money. Your pension funds, your bank deposits, your life insurance. BlackRock and Vanguard are tasked with managing these funds, and they use that capital to become the largest voting shareholders in every major corporation on Earth. Who is the largest shareholder of Apple? BlackRock. Of Microsoft? Vanguard. Amazon? Both. Pfizer, Moderna, Exxon, Facebook, Google. The list is endless. Even Coca-Cola and Pepsi, which appear to be bitter rivals, have the same primary shareholders sitting at the same table. Competition is merely a theater. In reality, all the strings are pulled by the same hands. Do these companies only care about money? No, they want to shape the world according to their own ideology. This is where the ESG, environmental, social, and governance, scoring system comes into play. ESG is marketed as a system that measures how good a corporate citizen a company is. However, in reality, it is a social engineering tool that BlackRock uses to impose its agenda on corporations. If a company does not follow the social or political agenda dictated by Larry Fink, its ESG score is lowered. When a score drops, investments are withdrawn, pushing that company to the brink of bankruptcy. This is why you see the same messages in Hollywood movies, on the news, and in the advertisements of major brands today. Because the one who pays the piper calls the tune. This is the largest standardization operation in human history. BlackRock's power doesn't just come from money, it comes from information. At the heart of the company lies Aladdin. It stands for Asset, Liability, Debt, and Derivative Investment Network. This system analyzes more than 10% of the world's total financial assets, approximately $21 trillion in risk, every single second. Aladdin calculates everything from weather patterns to geopolitical tensions, and from consumer habits to election results, giving BlackRock the power to predict the future. Even central banks depend on Aladdin's data during times of crisis. During the 2008 crash, who do you think the US government hired as a consultant to save the system? BlackRock. They're the players, the rule makers, and the referees. If an artificial intelligence controls all the money, then who gives the commands to that AI becomes the most important question in the world. Now, let's get personal. Your home. Have you wondered why housing prices have spiraled out of control in recent years? Is it just inflation? No. BlackRock and similar massive investment funds are quietly buying up single-family homes in the neighborhoods. They pay cash, offering prices that an ordinary family could never compete with. What is their goal? To fulfill the World Economic Forum's WEF prophecy. By 2030, you will own nothing and you will be happy. Property is the foundation of freedom. If you own a home, you are free. But in a world where you rent everything, your house, your car, your software, you become a mere subscriber to the system. If you disagree with the system, your subscription is canceled and you're left on the street. This is neo-feudalism. In the past, lords owned the land. Today, BlackRock owns the property. Faced with a $20 trillion giant, what can we do? Is it possible to stop this massive machine? The answer is yes, but it isn't easy. Their greatest power is your ignorance of their existence. When you learn the truth through content like this video, the spell is broken. Go local. Support local producers instead of big chain stores. Stop your money from flowing into these massive funds. Real assets. Don't just trust digital numbers and bank accounts. Invest in physical assets, land, and knowledge. Question everything. See the financial motivation behind the social agendas pushed upon you. On Money Secrets, we will continue to reveal the truths behind the curtain. This is a struggle for survival. Thank you for spending these 30 minutes with us. If you want this information to spread, like the video, comment, and share it. Because once a human being wakes up, no algorithm can control them. See you in the next big secret.